Reality recap.
And hi, everyone. Yes, I know you have the reunion. Yes, we have 2 more episodes. And then we have the reunion of
I look like the slay. I look like a mom. She was like, you the one that look like you got a high body count hair. I fell the fuck out, y'all.
Candace, has Deborah reached out to you to apologize after the episode aired showing Chris did not flirt with her?
She wouldn't dare. She would get eaten for breakfast.
Oh boy.
No, she's doubling down.
Why would you go meet with Ray J without talking to Princess or letting her know why? Like, she's trying to justify that she told her after the fact and not supposed to make it.
What do you think of your ex-husband Jim coming out and saying you did not try to stop him from suing Shannon and Cameron?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, if his memory is a little foggy about what transpired back then, that's okay. However, he did admit that I had nothing to do with the.
Reality recap. Reality recap.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl V with Reality Recap here for another Tea Talk session. And today we are covering this past Tuesday's episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Welcome all. And before I get started, as always, if you are watching my video, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook so that you don't miss anything reality related as I bring you all the news and gossip from the latest shows and reality TV stars. And also monetary support. It's important to help this platform continue to grow. You see it scrolling across the screen there. $ reality recap. I appreciate all of your help and support so far. And let's just continue to grow. Well, like I said, we will be getting into this past Tuesday's episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills that aired on March 4th. I have my trusty notes here, and let's get right into it. Starting with Kyle. Kyle took a ride with Kathy, and she's sad. She's upset about the paparazzi photos that came out in the episode prior with Mo in Greece, I believe, with a young hot thing with a little sheer number on and her little bikini, buns out outfit, and they were hugging and kissing. And I'm still struggling, as I told you in my last recaps, because she's saying that she's so shocked, she's so sad. How could he be so irresponsible, letting everyone see that? And I don't understand, guys. Why should I feel sympathy for Kyle? I don't know why I should be mad at Maurice. We watched her all of last season, or was it last season or season before that? I believe it was last season, with Morgan on the show, getting tattoos, being somewhat rebellious towards Mo. And you can't tell me I can't get tattoos. She act like she hated his guts, literally. And you were in her music video. I told y'all down there doing the Russian split in Morgan's video. Every concert, you're behind stage, you're there, y'all everywhere, and your hats and out in Montana, wherever they are in the mountains. So why am I supposed to feel like Mo did something wrong? They're separated. He is allowed to date from what their agreements was. So I'm not sure what sympathy I'm supposed to feel for Kyle, or if she's even looking for sympathy. I'm not saying that, but I don't feel sad for her, guys. She asked for this. I keep saying that she asked for this. So I don't feel one iota for her. You thought the grass was greener, just more manure over there. I say that every single time. So I don't understand why he's irresponsible for being out with this woman and she's not irresponsible for being out with Morgan, although they are still denying whatever it is that they're doing. We're no dummies. I don't get why he's supposed to be the irresponsible one. I don't. I also question, why are we able to talk about Mo on this show so much? And she's open to talking about that, but we can't talk to anything about Morgan. Yeah, I get Morgan's not on the show, didn't sign up to be on the show. maybe Mo did. He really isn't, though. He's not around. He films here and there. So I just don't understand why it's top secret with Morgan, but not with the person you're currently married to and trying to figure things out with. I'm at a loss with that as well. We got to see Erica's mom in the latest episode, and I enjoyed seeing her. I don't feel like we see Erica's mom enough, but it was good to see her and show off her new house, her new home design. It looks gorgeous. She's been working on it. This is a renew for her, a fresh start, and I get it. It just gave a whole new vibe. The cabana outside was gorgeous. The like palm tree-ish wallpaper in the kitchen area, the living room, everything. It's a great fresh start for Erica. She deserves it, and I'm happy for her. And to see her and her mom sit back and enjoy it, pop some champagne. I was here for it. I'm glad to see her mom is in town. That was cool. Kyle and Kathy, they go to get their mammogram and they talk some more about Mo. And Kyle saying that Mo is freaking out because she said, well, she don't know for sure. Cause Mo ain't called her since the paparazzi shots came out. But she said, I know Mo, I know you know the old Mo cat, Kyle. But she said, I know him. He's probably freaking out that I saw this, that the kids saw this. I don't think he cares. Not gonna say that he doesn't care, but he doesn't probably feels like he's doing anything wrong. I wouldn't either. But she says she knows him and she wanted to text him and ask who was the girl, and she decided not to. And Kathy was kept it 100 with her, like, well, you really don't have no say or can't ask those questions right now. You know, y'all broke up, you let the man go. So you really can't be asking those questions. So instead of doing that, she decided to go on her IG bio and remove wife from her bio, knowing that that would cause a frenzy. I think she was hoping that Mo called her, but what would Mo care? Because Mo has already removed husband and father from his from his bio. So he's a step ahead of you, girl. So of course that made headlines. I saw it when it did. It's tit for tat on the internet, but he had already removed that and just replaced it with CEO. Mr. CEO Mo is outside, is what it should say. But I don't think he's concerned about calling Kyle to explain anything because he doesn't owe her an explanation. He out in Greece with the chick with her buns out, enjoying himself, getting a nice tan. And I ain't mad at Mo. I really ain't. I did clock that tea that Kathy gave because Kathy said that she said that with Mo, that he was no he wasn't in any position to pay anyone off. She was saying that, you know, I caught the shade. She was saying, you know, there's always been rumors about Mo cheating, but no one has ever come forward and clocked it, she said, and he's not in a position right now to pay anyone off. So we know Mo's name has been in the news. I was about to say in the streets, that too. But after their separation started, there were some, you know, legal troubles happening, some PPP loans that he took, upward of $3+ million that they were saying that his company didn't need or wasn't warranted. A few other things too. Where's my other phones? But the taxes was one of it. Some lawsuits as well. So I don't think Mo is completely broke, but there have been a few rumblings in the streets about those things. So I clocked that T, Kathy, and Kathy don't seem like she tell no lies and she know everything. We then sees the Sutton and Garcelle meet up, and Sutton is working on her fashion show. Garcelle is becoming a momager for her son, who now has a modeling career and contract. His comp cards was so cute, loved it. And Sutton in that conversation was pondering on should she invite Dorit to her fashion show. She decides to invite her and she invites everyone via group chat. So everyone will be attending that. And we'll get into that in a little bit. Sutton also talks about Kyle. And I hope Kyle sees this. I'm honestly curious what her reaction was to seeing that scene with Garcelle, because I told y'all Sutton ain't really nobody friend in my opinion. I mean, she's cool with Garcelle. I'll never see her really talk shit about her. That's because we don't know anything about Garcelle other than her son is modeling right now. We haven't learned much else. I'm not, I get it. We learned about Oliver and his, past addictions and how he's gotten over that, but we're not really seeing much of what's going on in Garcelle's life. She has signed up to be the one that will stir the pot and get the conversations going on topics that others are uncomfortable talking about. But we don't really get to hear much about Garcelle's life. She drops in, she's messy, she's nosy, and that's about it. So in that conversation, Sutton talks about Kyle and how she needs to wake up, move on. She ain't lose not just one glass slipper. She done lost both of them. Mo don't want her. Hope this is a realization to her to file. What is she waiting for? They're giggling it up. And I just wonder what Kyle's thoughts was on that. I really am. I'm very, I'm really, really interested in that. But Garcelle also goes to another lunch in this episode. Stop the Press. Garcelle and Dorit. I repeat, Garcelle and Dorit sit down for lunch. And it actually was a pretty good conversation. I honestly would rather see Garcelle sit down with Dorit and be friends with her than with Sutton. Just my opinion. I'm not really a big fan of Sutton this season. And the big wallet comment just pushed me over the edge. I just am not feeling her right now. I'd rather Dorit's mom, I'm sorry, not Dorit's mom, Sutton's mom be on this show right now than her. Hell, I would prefer Jennifer Tilly on this show than Sutton at this point. But I digress. But they Dorit, she sits down with her and she tells her that right now things are status quo with PK. They talk about the Mo pick, Who brings that up? Garcelle. And again, we don't ever hear Garcelle really tell us much about her, but she goes right into the Mo pick. And she has her opinion on right after that Kyle being at Morgan's concert, that it seems like tit for tat or to, make Mo jealous. Um and I just again I'm looking at my notes, y'all, where it says Garcelle talks about everything but her life. I feel like she says to production, my life is boring, so I'll be the pot stirrer. Exactly what I was mentioning to y'all. I literally had that in my notes. But then Garcelle asked Dorit, what is her beef with Sutton? And I was damn near shocked, like Dorit was like, my beef? I'm lost, y'all, as to Sutton saying Dorit was picking on her all the time last episode and she needs to back off, or Garcelle saying, what's your beef with Sutton? I don't I, all of that because of the little comment at the barbecue. I don't get it, guys. Like, I'm not understanding why there's a feeling of Dorit going after Sutton. I feel like it's the opposite for me. So I told y'all, let me know in the comments if I'm missing something, if I need to go rewatch something. I watch Beverly Hills every week, and then again the next day, I watch it the next night on Peacock. So I'm confused on why is it that Garcelle would say Dorit has beef with Sutton, but Dorit tells her, like, yo, I feel like similar to what people say about Bose and Dorit's friendship, Garcelle, you have some rose tinted glasses on when it comes to anything about Sutton. And she asks, like, do you feel like at the caviar and caftans? She doesn't call it caviar and caftans. She keeps calling it something else. Caviar and catosphere or something like that. But Dorit still missed the memo on the caftans at the caviar party, honey. But she says to her, like, do you feel like I had beef with her at that party or that I was aggressive towards her? And finally, Garcelle, speaks on the big wallet comment and saying that that wasn't nice. That was a rude comment. I was glad to hear her say that because she does come off as a spokesperson sometimes, the same way she accuses Bose of being. She comes off as a spokesperson to Sutton. She doesn't hold her accountable, in my opinion, at times on things that she does or says. And in that moment, I would rather her have held her accountable for that at that time, because that comment applied to a couple of them at that table if she really feels like that with her big wallet. including Garcelle. So I just, maybe she checks her in private about it because they're friends and she didn't do it on camera. But it was good to hear her at least acknowledge with Dorit that that wasn't a nice thing for her to say. I think overall the lunch was nice. And again, like I said, I would much rather see Garcelle and Dorit develop their friendship because in my opinion, Sutton's the one in the middle of that. At this point, yes, they've had their beefs in the past and going back and forth. But I think if they could have a relationship or begin to grow something with, Sutton out there, it might be a fun friendship. I would be definitely interested in that. We end the episode at Sutton's fashion show, and Dorit talks to Kyle about the Mo picture. It's all about the Mo picture, Mo picture, Mo picture. And somebody must have put this in Kyle's head after all of she's probably been talking about this to everybody because she is clearly bothered by it. But she has in her head that not that Mo set up the paparazzi pictures, that the girl set them up. The girl that he was with, and she said she don't want to know anything about her. She doesn't want because she told Kathy she ain't doing no looking up or investigating. She don't want to know nothing. But now she's conjured up that this little young hot girl has decided to have paparazzi there when he picked her up from the airport or whatever, or she was there to get him from the airport, whatever. I don't believe that. I just believe that the world is the paparazzi. Kyle is a known figure. Mo's popularity grown from Kyle being on the show as well as him. They're in the height of a separation. I feel like paparazzi did not meet them at the airport to take those pictures or those videos. They weren't even professional in nature as far as the videos or the pictures. Somebody took their phone out and recorded that. I know Sutton was at the same airport when Jennifer Aniston was there, but Jennifer Aniston ain't in the height of a separation or a divorce. If she was in her scandal era with Angelina Jolie and all of them, then probably so. But y'all are in the middle of a scandal. I don't believe that little young hot girl needs to do that, wants to do that. We don't even know if she knows what paparazzi is. Like, I don't think that, but that's what Kyle has conjured up in her head to make her sleep better at night, knowing that she the one that kicked Mo out the house. So go on with your Delulu, girl. Kathy had me cracking up at this fashion show. I told my husband I aspire at this point to be that level of just rich in my own world, doing my own thing. I have no idea why she thought it would be a good idea for Dorit to commentate Sutton's fashion show, knowing that Dorit damn near didn't even get an invite to the fashion show, and for her to walk down the runway and go behind the stage with the smoke already glaring and stuff, and ask Dorit that it was just pure comedy to me. And, Sutton's like, this is a fashion show. We don't narrate. I'm telling y'all, back in the day, in the black church, I used to have a good time in the fashion shows with them commentating what I was wearing and turning around my French roll and Shirley Temple curls in the front with my little pearls going down my French roll, honey. That was a thing. They should bring it back. It probably needs to be brought back because I need an explanation as to those clothes coming down the runway. I really did. Maybe a narration of more about what is it called, like cycle fashion or something. The clothes are recyclable materials. I'm not really too sure. I didn't think it was that great of a line. I went onto her website and saw like the little shiny black skirt and stuff. This stuff is expensive to be recyclable. Some pieces were okay, but they're $65 and up. I'll pass on it, but she's trying to do something for herself in her own name. That's definitely not where her big wallet is coming from, but she did her little fashion show. I think it went cool. Kathy being on the runway was the highlight for me with her coming out while the model's trying to come out. Did y'all see the model elbow push her like, girl, get off the runway before I push you in this pool? I said, damn, be careful with old Miss Kathy. But that was the highlight of the fashion show to me more than the fashions. It wasn't a cohesive look. I wasn't really thrilled about it, but that's my thoughts on Sutton's fashion show. But we'll see what continues to happen. It was a cool episode, some good conversations, a lot about Mo. I don't feel sorry for Kyle. I'm sorry, but we'll see what happens in the upcoming episode. I'll be sure to give you a sneak peek. Now, that is my thoughts on the latest episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Please make sure you like, share, like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any recaps. And follow me on Instagram and Facebook for so you don't miss any gossip on your hottest reality TV shows and stars. I'm going to be starting some daily just hot takes, or I would say daily reality news recaps on my page, just short 5-minute videos of what's happening daily in reality TV world. So make sure you're following me on Facebook and Instagram. What you see on the screen, reality_recap. I appreciate all of your support. Now, I will see you guys back Monday. We don't have Love After Lockup on right now. We don't have Love and Marriage Huntsville, but we do have RHOA premiering this Sunday, as well as Married to Medicine, new episodes. So I will see you guys on Monday to recap that. Now, before I get out of here, as I always say, reality TV stars are humans too. Let's not forget that. It is your girl V with Reality Recap. Enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, y'all. Be safe. Peace.